Come on over. Join.
So much nonsense.
Why wouldn't there be nonsense?
It's like everything's blocked. It's fine.
It's okay.
How's everyone's quarantine?
We're just waiting for everybody to join us. So hello there. Hello. Hello. Hi, Rebecca. Am I kidding? Does this look like a face that is kidding?
I don't kid. I don't like jokes. Nothing's funny. No fun allowed, especially on quarantine.
Happy little bees, Tay Mary. Hello, David. Hello, Mr. Held. We see you. Let's see. Hello, Heather. Hi. We're just gonna give it a little bit. Wait for a few people to join. Hey, Brianne, you want to talk about conspiracy theories? Tonight's episode is brought to you by this mug, some toilet paper, some Lysol, and my severe attention deficit disorder.
They're
Welcome.
on my... I don't have any pants on.
Where are Randy's jammies? I told him to wear these next time or get a new pair. Hi, Rita. Hi, Christine. Hello, everybody.
And if you want, so we're going to... When everyone joins, we're going to be recapping a little bit of yesterday for everyone who missed. We were capping...
Thank you, Emmy.
I'm cracking up at the...
Please
comments.
don't stand up, Randy.
We're going to review a little bit of last night for everyone who missed. Yeah, definitely the pink rug.
Pink rug.
Um,
Hey, Chris.
and we're going to go over a couple of new questions that came in late last night.
Yes. Luckily, yes, the unicorn onesie is real. Luckily, it seems that your comments are actually loading. Last night, after we ended our live stream, 60 comments popped up that we were not seeing while we were broadcasting, if you will. So luckily, everything's popping up now. So we're going to try to answer kind of as we go tonight. So like Randy said, we're going to recap a little bit if you weren't able to join us last evening. So we are working with a few different types of members right now. We have members that are currently working. We have members that are at home working full-time and homeschooling their kids.
Yeah, I'd say this whole start of the apocalypse has affected everyone a little bit differently.
Yes.
Some people are still essential workers. Some people are home by themselves, just bored, which is the best case scenario. Some have a lot more responsibilities than just bored, and a lot of the bigger worries than just bored.
Exactly. And then for those of you who are joining in that are new, we had a few new faces join us last night. Me and Randy are the owners of RevolutioniZe Nutrition, and we're doing whatever we can to provide information and content for you guys to get through this time while your routines have pretty much been flipped upside down.
Yeah, and just try to keep all of us busy and on track and focused.
Yes, because summer is still coming and we do still have goals. So we're going to help you however we can, along with our amazing nutritionists. If you work with us currently, utilize your nutritionists. Reach out to them with any questions, comments, concerns you have. They are phenomenal. Even though we're not in the office, they are working remotely from home. So
And again, especially if it's a little more, if something you need urgent, maybe a little outside the regular scope of nutrition questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to Michelle and I. We're available. You can see Michelle's clearly super bored. She's ready to answer questions.
I am, clearly. Okay, so one of the questions that we had is a lot of people dealing with mindless eating. So in fact, these people have too much time on their hands. They're not busy enough. They're sitting around. First thing we're going to do is tell you guys to find maybe a new hobby, become more physically active. We know the gyms are closed. So if you can get outside, try a new activity maybe that you haven't done before, or running, jogging. We had a few people that are actually driving to nature trails, paths in the mountains. They're going hiking, rollerblading, biking, all sorts of cool things.
Right, even your backyard if you're able to, just walking around the house.
It's what it looks like, Christine.
Just try and find things to keep yourself busy with. And I actually just read a good post while we were waiting to start streaming regarding people really worried about losing their muscle mass and stuff. Maintaining muscle is way, way, way easier than getting huge or putting on new muscle. If you're consuming, just hitting your protein numbers, keeping up with at least your body weight movements and basic stuff, you're not going to lose muscle mass as long as it doesn't go on for months and months and months.
Yes, so stay calm, everybody. You're not going to lose all your gains in just a couple of weeks.
Maintaining your protein and keeping up some sort of resistance training, whether it's TRX, body weight, bands, Taibo, classes, anything. Just keep active, keep moving.
Yes, and what we're doing for all the personal trainers and the gym owners out there who I know are dealing with this also, let us know, tag us in your post, tag us in your in-home workout post so we can share the content on our Instagram and Facebook stories. We're just trying to provide content out there for our members to help them stay physically active, and that's your realm. So I want to be able to shout you guys out, share your information for everybody so everybody can, come together and work together.
And as well for maybe some people that are dealing with stress from work right now, especially our emergency workers, first responders, people having to make sure the rest of us can stay safe during this whole funness.
Yes.
Do your best to be a little bit more regimented than usual. Go against some of the more flexible nutrition adages, as silly as that sounds. Sometimes when you find yourself wanting to stress eat, routine can help. Having a lot of prepped, clean food can help. And then maybe putting in the structured, clean stuff. If you find that it's consistently every night you need extra food, touch base with me, Michelle, your nutritionist. We may need to make some little additions, as things change. Sometimes you have to make changes just for mindset over what's the absolute best right now. But out of stress eating, at least try to eat something protein-based, fibrous first, and then if you still want the snack, try to have it then.
Yeah, there's some good snack options too, like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with protein powder, protein pudding, Jello, sugar-free Jello. There's some pretty good snacks to gravitate towards. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh, so continuing on. So mindless eating. Number one, we're going to say don't eat from the bag. If you have something that you have bought in bulk, portion control. Divide it out, separate it into single serving baggies. They're easy for you to get. They're easier for you to track. Track everything that you're eating ahead of time. It will help you instead of 800 calories later being like, oh crap.
And as well too with the tracking, a lot of times we can kind of be hard on ourselves if we screw up, especially if it feels like all we're doing is screwing up lately. If you just track each and every day while we're in this quarantine, you'll see, okay, maybe I was bad, but each day I was 10 carbs over, 5 fat over. It might actually help calm you down more so than freak you out.
Yes. So in addition to Randy, so are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Are you just bored? So we kind of have to pull away the emotional factors of it and think more logically, think more... Right? Is that the right word?
Yeah. And it could be also an issue of if let's say we're someone who's deep in a cut right now and we're at, I like to jokingly say, poverty macros. Maybe it's a time to do a slight reverse and just look to maintenance instead.
Yeah.
So if you're at such low numbers that are really based off a daily routine that could have you out of the house 12 hours a day, there may need to be some change to your numbers based. Not so much on... anything scientific, really just more on lifestyle.
Yes, and again, that's where you need to reach out to your nutritionist or reach out to Randy. He's the numbers guy.
Yeah, I am?
Yeah, you're the numbers guy.
It says the unicorn.
Says the unicorn. So, we were just talking about portion control. Know when to stop. Track your meals ahead of time.
I love you, Mary.
Randy looks like a snack. He's not cute. If you're ordering curbside, the restaurants are doing all the curbside. They are very large portions. So make sure you split the portions in half. It's going to help you not only nutrition-wise, but it's going to help you financially as well. Now you'll have 2 or even in some cases 3 meals that you can have for tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and as well, a lot of this local small businesses and, everybody's in this together and they can certainly use the business right now. So I'm finding they tend to be super accommodating right now. So whatever you need, special request, maybe you're like, hey, I like what you have. Is there any way you could set me up with some stuff that doesn't have the oil, the butter, the sauces? If there's any time that somebody's going to go out of their way to help you right now, it's right now.
It's probably right now. Yep.
So if there's someone you usually use for meal prep, somebody you're looking to use for meal prep, even a lot of local restaurants and mom and pop places are doing some different things right now. So be on social media.
Yep, and we do work with eCleanBro, who provides meal prep right to your front door. Just make sure you use our promo link. It's ecleanbro.com/rev.
Yeah. And I actually saw with eCleanBro, they actually had something where they're doing a delivery with a few local businesses as well, doing DIY kits or but it was neat. So check out their website with our Code link.
And use our link because you'll get a discount. So, like we were saying before, get your workouts in. The gyms are closed, but that is not an excuse to not be physically active. For a lot of people, not all, but for many people, you actually have more time on your hands right now. So, go outside. When we were talking about rollerblading, skateboarding, running, jogging, people are playing racquetball again.
Even more traditional, old school stuff. I mean, luckily, there's a whole lot of trainers right now who are putting out a lot of resources, and the whole gyms put out a ton of online resources for you guys to use, and so much of it is really high quality stuff. Some of it's from the basic, this is kind of like a Randy style program, it's wonderful, to more creative and fun stuff. So there really is a lot of options out there for everybody. If you're looking for something more specific and can't find us, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to put something together for you or point you in the direction of something maybe a little more your taste.
Yes. Everybody, not everybody, but many people are dealing with stress eating too. Actually, some people are stress eating and people are stress under eating. It goes both ways depending on the person. But when it comes to overeating, first of all, ditch the guilt. If you're feeling guilty that you overate, you have to stop right there. That can lead to eating more, and that's the last thing you want to do is go into a full-on binge and then restrict, binge, restrict, and now you're stuck in that vicious cycle that we're always trying to break. So ditch the guilt, move on, leave it behind you. Again, if you go over your calories by like 200 calories, no big deal, but you want to stop that before it becomes 2,000 calories.
And I'll go to the other side, which you don't go on much, is this is out of our norm, this is apocalyptic goodness and stuff, but also, if you have the means to do good, and there's really, if you're one of the lucky ones who this isn't affecting in a really life or death way, nothing much changes. You can make it through if you want. And as well, if it does affect you in a way like that, this hopefully is not going to be forever, so we'll get back to where we need to be. Just don't overreact to anything, and also don't let this become just an excuse to let everything go as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. Don't use it as an excuse to let everything go. I can't repeat that enough times. This is a time to really buckle down and utilize our services and team up with a buddy. Kind of have like an accountability buddy. You don't only have your nutritionist, but you can have a friend.
You can have one Oreo.
One Oreo.
Sorry, if you hear me randomly speaking out of turn, I'm
Dave, you get one Oreo, not the whole box. We talked about this. So call a friend. In a time like this, it's easy to kind of fall into that negative mindset and just kind of bitch and complain with each other. But if you guys can spin that around and be positive for one another and support, encourage, and motivate one another, that's what we need to do for each other.
Yeah, and that's actually something I noticed, I think from the community at large, at least locally, I've seen a lot more positivity during this crisis, let's say, than some in the past in my lifetime. So it's kind of neat that I see more people coming together than kind of attacking each other.
Yeah.
But it's only on day 4.
Someone stares that way. So call a friend, reach out if you're feeling like you are feeling vulnerable or you need a distraction. I can't stress that enough. We have people that are doing group chats, like group FaceTimes, and just kind of keeping each other busy and laughing.
Accountability buddies. We said last night, even if it's as simple as having somebody on the phone or FaceTime while you meal prep together. Sometimes just silly things like that keep you connected. But again, on the flip side, I have seen a lot of less scrupulous companies right now at really trying to take advantage of the situation. So if you're seeing people really pushing any sort of immunity booster type stuff, any secret programs, just keep doing what you're doing.
Eat your macronutrients, eat your micronutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, and
for our Medwick, we're actually reviewing a lot of the stuff from last night, so don't worry.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. Just so you know, this is mostly a repeat from yesterday, and in addition, some extra questions. So don't worry. Write it out. If you guys are feeling stressed or any sort of way, journaling, a lot of people do journaling, and it does help them get their emotions and their feelings out without it building up. Listen to, soothing music. I have people putting candles and aromatherapy on to kind of soothe and reduce the stress a little bit.
And if you're more like me, where the more relaxed you are, the more stressed you are, and you kind of need something to keep you active.
Stimulus.
I found it's a really good time to get into, whether it's listening to podcasts, reading books, playing a new game, board game, video game, whatever it is, finding a little fun hobby, or maybe just digging deeper and learning something about something. And if nothing pops up, what a great time to learn about fitness and nutrition then. There's so many good, real resources out there. Lane Norton's one of the big early influencers of flexible nutrition, so he has a ton of really, really boring, techy stuff on this stuff.
But very interesting things.
But actually, it's not boring. They're very good. But he gets really deep into it, as well as we have a bunch of resources on this stuff. And there's just a ton of fitness resources out there for you available.
Yes, just make sure they're good resources.
Yes. And I'll vet whatever you want.
Yes. If you're into music, play your instruments. If you want to learn a new instrument, we have people needle pointing, crocheting, all sorts of different hobbies to fight boredom.
Yeah, and simple stuff like that too. If you're one of the athletes whose show has either been delayed, rescheduled, or still on pace for one, now is a good time to actually practice a lot of your posing. I just saw that Luke joined, and actually it's really perfect timing.
Yo, Luke! We want to talk to you.
Because a lot of times, maybe we were getting ready for a show, and there might be delayed, but it doesn't mean we can't still get in shape for a photo shoot, or still schedule a photo shoot to keep us motivated. There's always something you can do, schedule, kind of keep around to keep you going. But my point is, utilize the extra time. Whether it's that posing, whether it's you've always wanted to work on your deadlift form, just grab a broom handle and start sending me videos if you want. If you want to practice your squats, anything that you ever wanted to work on, if you have time on it, why the heck not? Try and be productive.
Totally agreed with that. A lot of people are doing yard work. They're going to like high school tracks to go running, projects in the house, cleaning out their garages, projects that they've been putting off for years. They're actually getting done right now.
But they don't involve food. That's the key.
They don't involve food, and it's pretty cool. But if you do have some extra time and you do want it to involve food, this is also kind of a cool time to practice some new recipes that you've been wanting to try, creative recipes, and plenty of time to meal prep. Have meals available for you.
Yeah, and this is a good time. There's so many recipes on YouTube. Oh, and Mary just said she'll actually be putting some cooking vids up for next week, so that's perfect.
Oh, so if you follow Happy Little Beast, she's one of our RevolutioniZe athletes. She does cooking. She does cooking.
She does cooking.
She is a cook. And she cook the food. So she's going to be posting some videos next week, and we'll be happy to share those.
And as well, there's just so much macro-friendly recipes out there to go check out. And I always think it's relatively easy to cook basic stuff at home. Just takes time, and right now some of us have some time.
Sometimes, we have some time right now. Don't deprive yourself. So this is also a time where you might have some kind of like little sweet treats lying around the house. And,
if the stress is getting to you and the crushing weight of the utter depression of nihilism of the current state of the world is getting to you, and you want to make grandma's cookies, go make grandma's cookies.
That. Yeah. So what happens sometimes if you restrict yourself too much, once you get your hands on something, it turns into a binger, and we want to avoid that. If you take kind of like a naughty food, if you will, and make it fit in your macros daily, it just becomes a normal thing instead of a
guilt, taboo sort of thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to confessional on Sunday for it.
Yes, exactly. So don't deprive yourself. Just track it in, make it work, easy, like just chill, have a chill mindset about it. Snack healthy. Keep healthy snacks around the house. So I was talking about like sugar-free Jell-O before, cucumbers, celery, kind of like lower calorie snacks if you're kind of more of like a grazer like I am. Sometimes it's good to have that. Stay hydrated. Keep water in the house, tea or hot water. Mary had a good question before. Since her physical activity level is down right now, she's realizing she's not as thirsty as she normally is. So this is a case where we're not going to say you got to chug this water. Stick to your standard 8 cups of water.
Work on getting your minimum, because it is important also to stay very hydrated during the times with the immunity issues going on.
And stress.
So 8 cups of water, you'll be fine. But do we need our bodybuilder a gallon and a half right now? If you're not feeling it, maybe not.
Maybe not. And when it comes to that, like if you want to change up temperature, sometimes like I do hot water, it kind of keeps me toasty on the inside. You could flavor it with some Crystal Light packets. Some people use their BCAAs to flavor their water in addition to that. So there's some ways to flavor it up as well.
And as well, if for some reason you don't have access to a water filtration system right now, or a water gallon jug, or water dispenser, Brita dispenser could help. I was actually looking at DIY like survivalist water filtration stuff, so there's a ton of that online too if you don't have a Brita filter.
Did we answer your question?
But also the tap water is alright. If you want to get mind controlled by fluoride.
That's why I'm going to wear my alien metal hat next week. So support one another and encourage each other. Stay away from toxic people.
Like me.
But I love your toxicity.
That's what you're supposed to tell people.
So, stay around people that are going to motivate you, encourage you, and stay positive. If they're really like putting a damper on you, like try to spin it, try to lift them up, or seriously just
utilize your
separate.
social distancing with them.
Mental social distancing.
Mental social distancing. This is definitely a time where you just can't save everybody, and the old adage of fill your own cup first has to apply now.
Yeah, no, it really does. Take care of yourself first. You got to be 100%, and you can give 100%. And we also saw somebody recommend meditating. It doesn't work for me, but it works for other people. I think my version of meditating is just playing music and spacing out.
Yeah, whatever your version of meditation is, do that.
It's basically just you time
as long
for
as your
self-reflection.
meditation is not sneezing on people, don't do that.
You're filthy.
That's fine.
So we were asked, what are good protein sources? So when people are going to the supermarkets, they're having trouble finding what they usually gravitate towards. So this is a time where you get a little creative and try some new things you've never had before. I'm just going to list off some protein sources. Maybe something will ring a bell with you and you'll say, hey, that might not be such a bad idea. So it turns out that chicken and turkey breasts have been hard to find for many people. If they have it, fantastic. If not, sorry. Lean beef, pork loin, egg whites, frozen white fish, shrimp, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese. Everybody forgets that those are pretty darn good sources of protein. And in addition to Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, you can take a little protein powder, mix it in, and it'll flavor it however you flavor
and
it.
as well, just watch Still in My Mind Fresh. It's also a good time to utilize protein in your ancillary protein sources. So if you're having trouble getting your primaries in, which we're going to get back to some more, work on getting the beans, quinoa,
Lentils. So then, you got
tofu.
Cold cuts, jerky, we have tofu, and canned tuna and canned chicken. A lot of people forget about those options too, and those don't go, if we're in a situation that we can't get food, good options to have.
Yep.
In addition to that?
Canned chili.
Canned chili.
Chili. Give me the
I've
chili.
got a hot dog and chili cake in my head.
You want some chili?
All right, so we were asked by Mike, why are people stopping chasing their goals? And the reason why is...
Yes, if you need a list of protein, touch base with us. Well, we have lots of resources to send out to anybody who needs anything.
Yeah, I'm actually going to send this whole thing out to you guys so you'll have access to it. I'll post it in one of our Instagram and Facebook posts so you have it. So many people that may, I'm going to try to say this without coming off offensive, many people who may find an excuse to not do the program could possibly use this as an excuse to not do a program. Trust me, there are actual reasons why some people need to take a step back. They are working overtime. They're picking up shifts at the hospitals, and those workers, you are outstanding. Thank you for everything that you're doing, first of all.
Even Brienne.
And even Brienne, you're watching this. All of our first responders, you guys are working so hard. Again, thank you for all that you do. Randy's representing the police right now.
And also, a question came through regarding sodium intake. Watch it as you would normally. So yeah, if you're starting to lean too heavy on a lot of canned options, maybe watch it.
Hey, Brienne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Save those canned options for your. Those are your backup resources. Right now, people do have access to fresh produce and even frozen vegetables. We want to utilize those sources first, and then the canned vegetables, canned products, we want to kind of hold off on. If you have a higher sodium intake, you are going to want to drink some more water just to stay hydrated.
Yeah, and especially if you have any already pre-existing conditions and have been spoken to by your doctor regarding that, absolutely watch it as you normally would. But I'd say...
Randy coughs a lot. It's not Corona, I promise. He chokes often. You want me to take over? So bottom line, stay hydrated and you good?
Yeah.
I hope we answered that question. Did we answer
if
that
not,
question?
email us. We'll get back to you in more detail.
Yeah, hey Kelsey, I see you. So really use this time. A lot of people do have time on their hands to prioritize their goals. They're actually more physically active right now. They have more time to meal prep, and summer's right around the corner. So we want to make sure we keep those goals that we had set right here, focused, and stay dedicated towards those goals.
And as well, if it does get apocalyptic, nobody wants to eat skinny, lean people. We're going to look for people with extra meat on them.
Such a jerk.
So don't be a snack in this environment.
Don't listen to Randy.
Or be a snack, it's fine.
You could be a snack. Mary said you're a snack. If we can't work out, should we adjust our numbers? Common question that we are getting. Randy.
It depends.
Depends person to person.
And I'm going to give a better answer than that, don't worry. Because a lot of your numbers weren't all set just based off of what is the absolute necessity your body needs. You all may be in different phases of cuts, reverses, bulks, maintenances, and just different number changes via some lifestyle issues. So everybody's really a different case. So if you are concerned about that, reach out. I'll handle it for you, no problem.
Yeah. Hi, Alan. I see you too. Why do macros matter? This is a general question. This isn't really pertaining to right now. Why do macros matter, Randy? Can you tell me? Who can tell me? So we take things a step further than just calories. We say, okay, what are those calories made up of? Those are your macronutrients, your proteins, your fats, your carbs. They are important when it comes to efficiently dropping body fat, gaining lean mass, overall body composition changing, performance, focus. It's not just calories. When you have the proper ratios of proteins, fats, and carbs, it's going to optimize and help you efficiently get to your goal.
Yeah, and as well, I think even more importantly right now, having a high amount of protein and also focusing on that fiber content is going to help with satiety and keeping you fuller during this time. So really, really, really focus on that protein right now. It's going to help fill you up, so maybe you can curb some of the mindless snacking and eating.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. Like you just said, make sure you have the protein, make sure you have the fiber, slow digesting. It's going to keep you fuller longer as well.
Yeah, yes. So now is definitely not the time to... Thank you, Mary.
Mary, it's because I'm wearing a unicorn onesie, isn't it?
Now is definitely not the time to really try to get as flexible trickiness with it if you find yourself teetering on the edge of controlling your diet to begin with.
Right.
Focus on the cleaner, healthier options that are going to keep you more sustained, fuller, and longer. And if after you feel like you got things under control, maybe start sneaking some fun stuff back in.
Yes.
But if you find the fun stuff to be too much of a trigger in the short term, maybe keep it a little cleaner and tighter right now.
Yes. In addition to that, we had a question come through last night that we weren't able to answer live. What do we do if there's no fresh produce? That's, again, when you're going to want to go to the frozen grocery items. They're going to help you frozen vegetables, frozen fruit. I mean, we still have electricity, so you can make fruit smoothies and whatnot.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, definitely utilize your multivitamins in this time to fill. I always say it's not a replacement, but it is a supplement. It can fill in the cracks you miss through your whole foods. So if you find that you're not getting in as many of your whole foods as you used to, or as much as a variety as before, but now can be a good time to supplement with some regular old multivitamins.
Yeah. So again, when it comes to your food, go for your fresh food and produce first. Then comes the frozen, and then last resort is the canned.
Yes.
You kind of want to go in that progression.
But do what you can, focus on it, and in a worst case, you're driving yourself nutty scenario, touch base with us. Again, happy to help. There is no question too silly, too little, too nothing. If you're thinking it, if you're willing to ask it, 10 other people also need to know. So
It's true.
We're happy to help.
That's very, very true. So we kind of went through a bunch of stuff. If you guys have any questions, we'll hang out here right now. How does everyone feel right now about eating fresh veggies? Are people overcautious about eating fresh veggies because of contamination? I'm not sure.
Or getting enough of them.
Or just getting enough of them.
I'll answer it both ways.
We'll answer both ways.
I mean, when it comes to contamination, I got to be honest with you. I don't know.
Wash your vegetables.
Wash your vegetables.
Wash them.
Now's the time to certainly have your clean food all Lysoled off.
Yeah, they say that it's not being transmitted through food, but if you have fresh produce, as you always should, you want to wash your fresh produce before you eat it.
Yeah, but in terms of do you need to get more than usual, I'd say just focus on getting your... what Brianne said, and she's a nurse as well, so she's not just smart, she also is certified, knows what she's doing.
Oh yeah, Brianne, just wash really well. She knows her stuff, yes.
But as well, in terms of vitamin-wise, get them if you can.
Yep. Other questions you guys have? I want to make sure I don't miss it.
And as well, I know I announced this last night, but for anyone who missed last night, Michelle and I are going to be starting a podcast soon. Sort of like a side project, I'd say, so it's under RevolutioniZe's umbrella, let's call it, but it's really more about what the heck Michelle and I want to hear about from people we want to hear about. So we're just going to really...
We're going to have fun.
Yeah, talk to people who have stories that have nothing to do with nutrition, might have a lot to do with nutrition. We just want to get everyone to realize how much more alike we are, especially on how we all deal with the same struggles, kind of just with different... wrapping paper on them. All our shit's the same.
Everybody's got shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, on social media, it looks like everybody's got their shit together. Everybody's got some sort of thing they're dealing with.
And it's going to sound whatever it is going to sound. The people who have the most excuses to fail are the ones who tend to succeed the hardest.
Yeah.
So also, if you're interested in being on and talking to us, just send us an email. Because if you want to talk to us, we want to talk to you.
Yeah, we're looking for fun stories. We're looking for motivation. And in addition to that, yes, we will be doing nutrition on there as well. But every episode is going to kind of bring something different.
But we'll let you know. They'll be releasing quite a bit of content on that and letting you know which ones are what. So you're not going to be tricked to go, ha, was this a nutrition episode or not? Yeah.
Tis a cornucopia. For fruit, I stick with something in a rind or a peel. Oranges, bananas, melons. Nice, Mary. That's actually a really good tip.
Well, I just eat my oranges rind and all. I just bite right through the core.
So she also mentioned that they actually do have veggie cleaner, but yeah, fruit with a rind. That's actually a really good tip. Very good. Brienne, yes, we have lots of shit. So in addition to the post that we're doing, Randy's, you're okay, my man. In addition to Instagram and Facebook,
I know it's part of it, but
that we're going to be posting, we have blogs, tons of free content out there for the community. You do not have to be a member to have access to these things. If you go on our website, RevolutionizeUSA.com, we have blogs there. We're constantly posting on Instagram and Facebook. Our YouTube has all of our previously recorded hot topic seminars on there. Unfortunately, obviously, we're not able to do it this month. We'll see what next month brings, but we are all on standby.
But if enough people are interested, like, we're happy to do it virtually also.
Yeah.
So if you guys, if that's something you want, we'll be happy to do a virtual seminar. So just reach out to us, and if we feel that there's enough interest, we'll absolutely do it.
Yeah, and reach out to us. Let us know if you want us to do this weekly or however often you'd like us to get on here and answer your questions or offer advice.
Yeah, we're honestly comfortable doing it as much as daily, as little as weekly, you know, kind of up, it's at the people's will. I serve you.
It's the powers of the people.
Weekly.
So
Amanda has spoken.
I would need my Thor hammer.
But yeah, we're going to really try and keep stuff up. So please, email us, ask us questions. We're going to keep up as much content as needed because otherwise I'm going to run out of video games to play.
Yeah, we need things to do too. We want to work.
And we want to help you guys.
We want to help you guys.
Hi, Amanda. And as well, I'll leave it just on one more point. If there's anything that we can do to help you and help whether it's you, your business, your gym, just absolutely anything.
Hold up. This is why we weren't able to see the comments last night.
We might have some more Facebook ones.
Oh, okay. We just had like 50 comments come through on Facebook.
You want to check?
You guys are the best.
Oh, Thor's downstairs.
Thor is downstairs. We can't bring him up.
Oh,
He might get loose, but I'll take pictures and I'll post later. If anybody doesn't know, Thor and Loki are our pet chinchillas.
They might be patient zero.
They are the best little bundles of love ever. Put your hood up, Dan. Okay, we'll put it up. Let's see. Clean out your closets, drawers, donate extra clothes to the homeless or the less fortunate. Paul Trinkoff, very nice.
I believe it was Deidre was telling us, our client Deidre Blick is a surgeon. If you are healthy and able to donate blood, I believe there's absolutely a shortage of that.
There's a shortage of blood, so blood donations are in need right now. That was very good advice, Paul. Any problems using stevia?
Not that I've seen or heard.
We're good. Listen, I wouldn't have like 50 packets a day, but if you're having 2 packets a day, you're going to...
Yeah, and just like always, if it's someone who finds themselves, whether it being in their head or reality, that they feel sensitive to something, just don't have it.
Yes, exactly. Zoom exercise classes. Yeah,
yes.
Paul, we're posting a lot of sharing a lot of on our Instagram and our Facebook stories, posts from the other trainers and gyms.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to list off a few, and please don't murder me if I forget, because you know me, I'm an airhead.
Yeah. OTF sets.
Ignited. So Melanie
Levinson with Ignite. Sets. We have CrossFit Dark, CrossFit
and
Freehold.
Orange Theory Freeholds.
Orange Theory. Robert is posting. We have so many people reaching out.
Yeah, I saw at RTF Marlboro. Allie Joe's doing something.
Allie Joe, yeah. She's doing a ton.
And if you have something we can share, help you out in any way, absolutely. Pete,
I saw Pete just log on. Pete, if you ever want to share some videos, tag us in it so we can share your videos.
And I actually see Pete and Bulldog and Pete Sarney Fitness sharing good stuff. So there's a lot of good content out there. People are available to help you. Utilize them. They want to help you. That's all. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely. Let's see. We have some more here. Yeah, so Steve is good.
If you want somebody to yell at you, just call Kayla. She's good at it. She's scary.
What do you feel about elderberry?
I'm just thinking of Monty Python. Your mother smells of elderberry.
Your mother was a hamster.
And your father
smelled of elderberry.
I assume it has to do with probably some immunity properties or something like that. You're actually asking.
If you don't know that scene in Monty Python, look it up.
I'm not sure. In reality, I'd have to research. I'm not sure.
But we can research it and give you actual scientific
I don't want to give you an
feedback.
ignorant answer. I'll look into that for you.
Yeah, I don't like to listen to claims. I like actual factual scientific evidence. Stevia, he asked about stevia again. Yes, stevia is good. Stevia is okay. Let's see what else we got here. Miss you, Tara. I know you'd be sitting here front row right now if you were here. What are the questions you have for us, guys? I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Yeah, and in regards to anything NPC related, we know as much as you guys do. So anybody saying when bodybuilding shows are, which are happening, when they're happening, details, we know it's posted online, and we know everything that's not posted online. We're trying to do what's best for the athletes. We're trying to coordinate with other promoters and make sure everybody's taken care of, everybody's happy, and we're really going to try and make things work for everybody. We're trying our hardest.
We're trying our hardest, guys.
Yeah, Michelle's working 24/7 behind the scenes, playing phone tag with everybody.
I'm not lying. I'm working more now than I've ever worked before.
Yeah. But we're going to figure everything out. And as well as this year, too, I believe we have the Miss Universe pageant. Miss International pageant still going on.
Mrs. New Jersey, Mrs. International. So we're working with that.
Yeah, so the girls were getting ready for that. Stay your course as you're still going to be, work on your interviews, get ready for your T-walk, practice all the things you would have been practicing anyway. Thank you, Paul. So,
Paul, the Holy Grail.
Yeah, Paul is one of our favorites. He chimed in, let us know that it is effective against the flu virus.
Yes. I'm still going to look that up, though.
Yeah.
Now I need to know all the details on it.
But yeah, so whoever has a goal already set in mind, just keep towards it, because at any time things could change, things could, things that were maybe canceled far out, maybe get rescheduled. So just stay the track, and we'll get you there.
Yeah, we're gonna get you there. Like I said, people are asking about how do I stay motivated. I don't want to slip. You got to reach out to us. We also have the complete opposite, where this is fueling people's motivation. They're like, hey, I don't want to slip. I want to work with you guys. They're signing up for their accountability. You know. They're really utilizing our services right now and killing it. I love. Wait. Time out. I love that you guys are tagging me in your meal prep and your training videos as accountability. Keep doing that, and I'm going to keep sharing it because I love it so much. Randy, maybe you could...
And I'm still waiting on my custom heels. I'm ready to work in heels as soon as they come in.
Mary says maybe you can work with the ladies in their heels.
And Jen, when it comes to personal trainers, we recommend, we have a ton in the area. So when it comes to where you are locally, shoot us a DM and Michelle will send you all the links.
Yes.
Right to them.
And you'll also see, Jen, if you go
and for anybody else who wants.
If you go on our Instagram story, and it should be showing up on our Facebook story as well.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but the question she asked is, are there any personal trainers you recommend?
Yeah, personal trainers recommend. So just check that out, because we will be continuously posting videos and links from all the trainers that we work with, and they have at-home videos.
Yeah, and as well as I always have different trainers with different specialties, different availabilities where they are, so I always try to point you in the best direction to help you.
Yes.
And as well, too, as anybody, like I said before, is doing home workouts, doing stuff, and they're not sure if it's right, am I doing it right?
Form.
Send us videos.
Yep.
Send me videos. Send your trainers videos. We're happy to check form, help you out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. In addition to that, Google, YouTube is actually a really good source if you're looking for correct form on things. You just got to look it up correctly.
And again, if you just wanted me to take a second look at it, happy to help.
Yeah, we're very happy to help. If you already work with us, we did provide a kind of like a basic at-home workout for you to follow. If you didn't receive it from us, just let us know. We can forward it to you. Let's see.
Anybody else have any other questions?
If you guys have any questions, I'm going to hang on here for just a moment.
Yeah, I'm probably going to sign off. Michelle likes to hang out for a little extra.
You're leaving me with them?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
He's leaving me with you guys?
But yeah, so please let us know how much content you want from us, because we're ready to reach out and talk as much as we want.
Yeah. And like I said, let us know how often you'd like us to sign in on live. Let us know what questions you have if they come up.
Yeah, as of now, I think if we hear nothing else, if it's quiet overnight, I'll say we're probably going to go to every other day, and then if nothing from that, weekly. But we'll start with a lot of content and boil it down to as much as you want.
Absolutely. So, since we have no other questions...
Yeah. So shoot them in, touch base with us. Everybody who normally sends me your macros tonight, I look forward to seeing them.
You know I'm forgetting something.
Wear your unicorn hats, wear your tinfoil hats.
Wear your tinfoil.
I'm not
saying it's aliens, but it's probably
Open your third eye,
aliens.
sheeple. And don't believe the insane crap I say.
Oh, Paul says daily. Oh, Paul, you just love us, don't you?
So stay safe, support your small local businesses, reach out to everybody, and stay safe, and just listen to what your officials are saying and the
Please
health professionals are
listen.
saying. Listen
Please
to the
listen.
people who have studied a lot.
Love you guys.
Love you.
You rock, Dave.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.
Love you guys. I'm gonna be a spaz and try to end these, and I'm gonna. All right, I'm still going. I'm aware you guys can still see my face. All right. I'm still on here. Look at my hat. I'm a unicorn. Oh gosh.